What's going on, folks? Painless. Man, oh man. Woo! Hey, I'm telling you, folks. I'm just, I'm delighted. A lot of the so-called black community has really shown its color. It surprised me the people that were lobbying for this lady, like Clifton Powell, old Chauncey, aka Pinky. Watch how you bend them corners. You almost made me spill my yak. Talking about if you vote for Trump, you a coon. You heard it from me. I don't know if this was AI, cause I was like, nah. But like I just said, it really showed this whole election has really shown the true colors in the so-called black community. So I just assume that was really Clifton Powell. Now Clifton Powell is to me an underrated actor. He's been acting. I remember him he was Chauncey on Minister Society. He was Pinky. He was the dude on Dead Presidents. I remember him on The Rock show with Charles S. Dutton. There's a show that was themed in Baltimore, and he played the neighborhood drug dealer. But anyway, this is where you find out who is who. And this is exactly why, especially when you get to my age, you in your mid 40s, what have I always told black men and other men as well? Stay on your purpose, whatever you need to do. Get your money up, get your health right, exercise, maintain a certain level of fitness. That's what you need to do. And bump everybody else. You're not supposed to be rolling around with an entourage of dudes. But you know what? I'm not here to preach. I'm about to climb down off that soapbox because I was finna go in. But the aftermath. This ain't Dr. Dre. This was bound to happen, folks. And see, this is why the late David Carroll said, black folks in America need to be politically re-educated, if they were even educated at all. You see, black folks, we aspire for positions and titles which mean nothing. Like the Irish. This is why in most of the upper northeastern states, everything is this, and this is what cracked me up about black. Well, they said black jobs. When you go to New York, Boston, Philly, this is the breakdown. Because I have family up there, especially in the Boston and Philly area. This is the breakdown. Even in Chicago, these metropolitan areas from Chicago on east. The Irish are the cops. The Italians, the Irish are the cops. The Italians, the Greeks tend to be the firefighters. Of course, there's Italian firefighters, but that's the breakdown. And generations we see this on Chicago. We see this on NYPD. What's that show, Blue Bloods, with Tom Selleck? Typical Irish Northeastern Roman Catholic family. About 8 generations of police. That's just how it is. That's an Irish job in the Northeast. Boston, Philly, Pittsburgh, New York. Newark, Elizabethtown, New Jersey. Come on, folks. Baltimore, you got the who controls the docks in these who's the shop stewards in these towns in these unions? Typically Irish, Greek, Italian, Polish, especially in Chicago. Poles. I think Chicago has the highest population of Polish folks. So let's start. See, this highlights everything that was supposed to happen happened. And the fact, and see, this is why I don't fool with church niggas. Because you got all these Jamal Bryans, all these other fat back preachers, all these backsliding preachers up here, pastors, whatever you want to call them, put this on God that this was going to transpire. This woman who had 4 years, essentially no policy, but I'm going to get into that. They put that on God that this would manifest. So one such as painless is left with a couple conclude. Either God didn't give a damn what the hell y'all was talking about, or he had a different agenda. This man has Donald Trump, President-elect Donald Trump, has been literally attempted assassination survived. There was another one in which it was foiled by the FBI while he was on a golf course. They just had one, which I'm very skeptical of. They're saying the Iranians are hiring some hitmen, which I think is bullshit. I think that's very suspect. This man has had over 3 dozen indictments. A lot of y'all would have told, this is what gets me about black folks. A lot of y'all would have folded under one indictment. This man had multiple indictments and was campaigning and was staying up all wee hours of the night. You got people up here, you got black folks up here with type 2 diabetes, can't even walk to the goddamn stop sign, talking about Trump. He's old, he's senile, his health. Look at your ass. You 35 years old and you can't even walk up a goddamn flight of stairs. Talking about Trump, the Cheeto man. You look like you eat a gang of Cheetos. This man has you know why? Because a lot of people don't know, Donald Trump doesn't drink. He doesn't smoke. He just makes paper and takes care of his clan, his people that are loyal to him. Something that your ass should be doing. But in the so-called black community, it is null and void. It's literally non-existent. All these people talking about, but you was going to vote for Joe Biden, senile ass, who we know is senile, who I suspect, and many others, some rather, that he was never calling shots in the Oval Office. But y'all was going to vote for him, though. And see, when you get to talking to black folks, even in my family, as of recent, like I remember I said in a video, I said, black folks love to size you up. So, man, remember I told, man, they start with the little bullshit. Oh, man, whoo, it's rough out here, boy. It's crazy. Man, shoot, we better not let him back in, man. It's going to be worse. See, black folks always start off with that little foot in the door, little bullshit ass greeting. Intro. You know what I'm saying? And when I know that, I get ready. I get ready. he's going to, it's always Project 2025. I told my cousin, I said, you know how long that shit is? I said, that thing's over 900 pages long. You ain't read that. What are you talking about? What are we talking about here? Gonna put you back in chains, and it's gonna make and see, now you're getting these racist texts, which I think is coming from the left. Look, see, this is a lot of black folks, as I've said in many of my videos in the past, suffer from low self-esteem. And one thing about low self-esteem people, they'll do anything to get attention. This is why you can be riding on the RTD in Los Angeles. That RTD. And everybody can be minding their business. This dude doing a crossword puzzle. This person over here reading the book. This person over here doing it, just looking out on the streets as the bus go down, Figueroa or Western. And then you got this fool over here. You got this shine over here. Rapping is all, we know the lyrics to the song he listening to. Gotta be seen. Gotta be heard. See, that's where people have low self-esteem. And these are and I say all that to say, do you think anybody wants to put y'all black asses in chains? And nobody wants to deal with you, first and foremost. Most people would prefer not to be around you. Who wants to manage your ass? Because that's essentially what slavery would be. You're being managed, looked after. Who wants to deal with you like that? Who wants to deal with you, period? Nobody wants to deal with, nobody wants to live around you. Nobody wants to work with you. Nobody wants to do business with you. That's just what it is. And I told my guy, I said, y'all are the minority. Your thought process and all you old church Negro, y'all are the minority. Y'all officially are the minority. We talking about painless. You talking crazy, boy. I said, Trump won the popular vote and the Electoral College. See, I remember back in 2000. This is a political re-educating moment. The Electoral College is all that matters. See, Gore won the popular vote in 2000, which means more people voted for Gore, but George W. Bush Jr., he won the Electoral College, which trumps the popular vote. I said this, black folks vote like they voting for who gonna take names when Miss Jackson go to a meeting down the hallway for about 20, 25 minutes. That's how black folks vote. They vote like it's a goddamn high school valedictorian. They don't look at policy. They don't look at anything like that, the intricacy. They just look who shit the shiniest, who dressed the best. And that's why y'all asses have continued and have gotten, as of November 5th, the same results that your ass deserves to get. You are the minority now. And I have a renewed found faith in America now. See, a lot of Americans, like, you know what? Tampons in male bathrooms. Okay, this shit is absurd. I got to watch what I call you now, because you're a man, but you think you're a woman, and if I slip, I may get fired. Them days is about to be over. As of November 5th, you know what? Get it in now. Get all your little woke bullshit. I'm not a man. I'm a missus. I'm a she slash there, he, she, him. Get it in, because by the time January hit, it's a new goddamn sheriff in town. It's coming, and I'm so this has been. I was so elated Tuesday. Well, when? Because I went to sleep about 10:30, because I was, I was like, all right, it's gonna do what it do. But I was so, I had me a drink on when, and I don't drink during the weekday. I mean, unless it's a football game, I have about a beer or two. But I had me some liquor on Wednesday. I had me a couple drinks, and I watched some YouTube videos, and I watched The View, and watched they boo-hooing ass, cackling hen asses, and I watched NBC, and they long face ass, and CNN, and I relished. I relished. I relished. It was a great day, and it's going to continue to be great. And and now you got these black folks. This what gets me. Answer me this: if black men, if we're going to carry this burden and be a reason why this unqualified, you know, no charisma, no type of character, personality person who was under the current administration candidate. If we're going to assume that, and since black men are, we're the reasons, we're going to tote that burden. You can't sit here and say there aren't enough unqualified black men to marry or date. I mean, if you hear black women, on their high horse saying, oh, they're either in jail or gay, I can't find no good man, no quality black man. Well, then how you going to put all this on us about being responsible for not putting a unpopular, unqualified candidate in the White House? See, you can't have it both ways. So you're telling me you're a single black woman, 38, with a 6-month-old child. Now you want to settle down with a good guy? Oh, why can't you find? Oh, ain't no good men out here. They're either, but there's enough of us to flip or to sway or change a political election. See, that's the conundrum. And I say all that to say it's bullshit. It's bullshit that these sisters out here that have ran with the bad boys, that now they want to find a good guy at 46 years old. And you got a 6-year-old child from a guy you don't even talk to. Now you want me to be that guy? That's bullshit. And you're not going to sit here and say that black men are responsible for not getting this unpopular, unqualified person into the Oval Office. You see, black men, the black men, and I voted for Trump. Straight ticket Republican. And I'll do it again. And all you simps out here with these loud mouth, big back sisters out here that bogarted you into voting for an unpopular, unqualified, no charisma, no type of personality candidate, egg is on your goddamn face now. And you know what? I'm going to go on and say this. See, a lot of you brothers out here that's married to these women, you don't run your household, you got a big loud mouth, big buttering you got to lay up to every night, you're unhappy, you know, you're masturbating because you're tired of, but she runs your life and your household. She doesn't respect you. You know, I, but black women in general, but especially black women, they'll never tell you this, but they respect somebody like Painless over your ass. Because they'd be like, you know what? He is not swayed by me. See, a lot of these black women knew that they knew what they was doing. You had all these sisters saying out here, oh, I'm going to leave my her if I find out. Bring me back proof you voted for Kamala. Bullshit. I remember I voted early. To my state, we can vote early. I voted October 16th. I voted early. And I remember standing in line. It was a bunch of, because I live in a very conservative county. Very conservative. Like Marga land. And I've had no problems out here. No police problems. Police, nothing of the sort. And I was standing in line. It's a bunch of, you can't wear paraphernalia. No MAGA, no anything. You can't wear any political items, hat, shirts to the election point. At the election point, and I was standing. I could tell who was voting, and but it was this sister that came in there, short hair, boots, because it was I think it was kind of chilly that day. And she was strutting, and I can tell she had she had sorority, HBCU written all over her. And I didn't even she made her vote, and she was stepping, had them high leather boots on, and I didn't even give her an eye. I didn't even acknowledge her. But I know she was looking at me, and I didn't even acknowledge her. You know why? I wanted her to know. You think you're gonna get this a vote for me for Kamala? Like we on the same team now? Like any other time, you wouldn't even say, hey, how you doing if I spoke? Now you want me? Now we on the, I think not. And I kept my eyes straight. I knew she was there, but I didn't give her no eye contact whatsoever. None. Because y'all got to feel this. Y'all had to feel this. These last 4 years, and this is how I said, it's been a renewed, found hope and outlook on America now. For me, for Painless. A lot of people said enough is enough. How the hell, and that's why I said to my auntie, the cousin, the mama of the cousin I was talking to. I said, Auntie, you gonna tell me, look who she brung out. Glorilla. We know what coming. Megan Thee Stallion. Do you want y'all? You a church going on? You want your vote and what you stand for to be associated with that. For God's sake, she brought out a ex stripper that used to drug men and take their belongings and money to speak at one of her rallies. Gosh, this is what you want to hinge your vote on. This is what you support. And see, when you start talking like that, it makes people back up and look. But you know what's so sad? In the end, they didn't care. It didn't matter. This is why you have to be selective about the type. I did a video about this years ago. I'm very selective with the black men I deal with. I'm very, very selective. And now it gets shown. But then you look at their life. Simps. Every time I was like, oh, my wife, she on vacation with her girlfriend. Brother, that's not cool. What the fuck you think she doing? But brothers, they so comfortable. I told you, these brothers, they don't do shit. They blow money. It be these safe. Like Minister Jap say, these old comfortable Negroes. 4-bedroom, 2-bath house, a Mercedes truck, 2-car garage, always getting new cars, blowing money, taking trips and cruises. Safe, comfortable Negroes. And there's nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? If you can afford it. But most times these brothers, they can't afford that. Because of that same sister that would bogart y'all, you better vote for Kamala, is blowing all your damn money. There's a lot of black men that are unhappy in their marriages. First off, they went for women. See, I believe a woman should kind of choose you. But they didn't beg. A lot of black men that got with women that they had worn down. It's just like a crocodile. It's like a crocodile in the river. You know what they do? They drag they prey down. They spin them around till they get too tired, and the zebra like, fuck it, eat me. You know what I'm saying? Like, they didn't beg these sisters. They didn't whine and dine, cry, I need you, I love you. And and the sisters just say, all right, I'll marry you. There are a lot of black men are in marriages like that. I've never been in a relationship like that. And I was always, me painless, I need a special type of black woman for me. The average black woman walking around, we are diabolically inadequate. We have nothing politically, our whole, and this is what this should be a wake-up call for a lot of black women. Culturally, outlook-wise, I have nothing. Me and most black women are inadequate. We have nothing in common whatsoever. Culturally, and I told you black, and this all goes in the so-called black community, you can have 5 black folks grow up on one street and be just totally different. Because we have no cultural norms or protocols that really solidify us. We are not a monolithic, homogenous people at all. Only thing by identification. The fact that I like collard greens, mac and cheese, dressing, and fried chicken, that's cool. But it's more to life than that. And this election has shown. It shown, it showed in 2020. But see, it got too crazy. See, the Caucasian man still is in charge. He'll give you enough, but a lot of people said this was okay. This is enough. And I knew that these white women wasn't going to, they ain't let Hillary in. You think they was going to let your ass in? Miss Ski Weed, Miss Cackle Queen? You think they was going to put, no. Them white women know where their bread is buttered at. They know what's happening. They weren't going to let your ass in. You think they was going to have Glorilla and Cardi B hanging out and seeing they Jezebel asses strutting around for 4 years? Hell no. Hell no. That shit wasn't going down. And y'all black women, y'all the only ones that didn't see the forest for the trees. Y'all the only ones. The Hispanic man saw it. The black man saw it. The white woman sure did see it. Y'all the only ones that didn't see what the hell was going on. And y'all paid, and y'all going to pay a big price for that. Because a lot of black men have left the Democratic. I left years ago. But you got black men now that are leaving that Democratic train for y'all. A lot of black men are going to leave the black church. I've been left the church. Been. It's like all these black women out here talking about you want a God. You know, like I said, back in the South, I want a God. When I see that, I want a God-fearing man bullshit. I'm like, nope. X. You know why? Because I know it's a facade. Because you up here, you don't care. You're up here voting. Were up here tapping and threatening your man to leave him or not give him no ass over a unpopular, unqualified, no personality candidate that lobbied and supported men having sex changes in prison. Don't in the abortion thing. And that's who you was capping for. And it exploded. And let me say something, all you men, all you black men, I don't give a damn about no women's reproduction rights like that. And that's what I told my auntie. I said, what the hell all this concern for women's reproduction right? What? But I know where it come from because you've been listening to them white liberal folks. But they don't know that. They don't know that I know that's why they doing it. But I said, what is this all this concern for? And I told her, I don't give a damn about what's the odds of that. What's the odds of a woman what's the odds of a woman that's going to have a difficult, negative go down in the birthing process or something like that in the reproduction, right? And I already said about abortion. These women know now. These women, and this is Western in the Western world, and this is all women, not just black women. Look, these women just want to have the prerogative to slut around, hoe around, and not be accountable. I'll just go to my home, my health provider and kill it, and keep doing that and doing that. And for you black women, I'll just go to Planned Parenthood and kill it. See, the jig is up. And Trump, he didn't take that shit away. He just kicked it down to the states and said, hey, y'all deal with it. So my advice to you is, if you want the prerogative to be a slut and a whore, and then up and want to, either put him on child support or kill the baby, because ultimately it's your fucking choice, then move to a state that will allow you to do that. Take your federal Section 8 voucher and move your ass to a state, because you can do that. With a Section 8 voucher, it's a federal program. If you want to if you got it in New York and you want to go fucking live in Hawaii, move there and get all the abortions you want. But if you live in a state like Tennessee or Kentucky or Indiana, you might not want to be a slut or a whore, because it's tough there. Yeah. So, I mean, this idea that, I have no choice. Oh my God, I'm a woman. How dare these old white men tell me what to do? But you take the old white men's Section 8, WIC, SNAP program, you'll take that shit. But so a lot of people saw that. A lot of people can see that those Peter and the Wolf antics, those types of arguments fall on deaf ears, pretty much the way I just explained. They know that. And a lot of women are angry. A lot of sisters are angry. But that's okay. And I told my auntie, I said, you know what? Most folks, most grown, mature-minded folks ain't worried about no shit like that. They worried about them damn eggs that done went up $5 for 5 dozen. They worried about that meat. They worried about that damn gas. When you get, especially in the South, a lot of people drive far to go to work. You got some people that drive an hour and a half one way to go to a job that really ain't paying nothing. That's what people are can't. Nobody gives a damn. And that just showed white women knew what was up. They weren't trying to hear that reproductive shit. These women got families. These women got 4, 5 kids they need to feed. And they spoke and they voted. While you sisters wanted, and the irony is, y'all wanted, and this is why people deflated y'all. The black woman has egg all over her face. Now you got some sisters out there that voted responsibly. Don't get me wrong. But what have we been seeing? You got black women up here talking about, you black men, I'm done with y'all. If you get shot by police, ain't no GoFundMe. I hope you die. You got black women out here talking about that hurricane relief. I hope the hurricane come. If another one come, blow your ass away. You don't get enough. See, stuff like that, the painless, does not surprise me. See, I jump cut shit like that. I get real Barry Sanders and I just jump cut. I go around shit like that. It doesn't, some people, a lot of brothers is appalled. I've been watching videos. A lot of brothers are appalled and shocked. That shit didn't shock. It was in them. That was in them. That shit, that rhetoric was in them sisters. You just had to pay attention. And that, because I'm out here in the dating world, and I can tell. These sisters know who they can mess with and manipulate and who they can get away with shit from. See, and they know they can't get away. Most people know that Trump won't let you get away with shit. And I've said this about black folk. A lot of black folk don't like Trump because they can't be Trump. They can't go around and say shit and just so-called get away with it, which he's not getting away from. Because a lot of black folk think they can punk people. They try to punk people. You better not say nothing back to me. And then when somebody does, it's like, it's a racist, or that's why I say to white folk, A lot of black folks now, especially nowadays, are cowards. They just smoke and mirror. They talk a good game, but they ain't gonna do shit. So you stand up to their ass, and they ain't gonna do shit. They ain't gonna do a goddamn thing. And if they do, put paperwork on their ass. That's all you got to do. Because that's the age we living in. The age, and see, a lot of black folks are still back in that barbaric, bully, oh, I'm going to just beat them up. Well, see, we're in an administrative phase now in the world. We're living in an age to where I would say in probably 20 years, you're going to have a social media score. And if you're saying stupid ass shit like black men should be unalived and not march for it because they voted in their interest and not on feelings and racial identity politics, and you put up that sister that said she could never work. I wouldn't hire her. And if I saw her, I would tell management about it because I couldn't trust her. She could never work. You women out here on these TikToks talking down about black men and all this bullshit, like violence. See, I'm just having an opinion. I have said, but them days is over. You're done. Finito. Arrivederci. You're done. Because you got caught up in your damn feelings. But this video, I know went a little long, but this needed to be said. Painless out.